Hi everybody, today I'm going to be talking about the pros, cons, and the impact social media has on teenagers' mental health. All of these three things are key roles in every teenager's lives currently because social media has become a very popular way that people can express themselves, speak freely, text each other. It is just a tool that we have now that back in the older days, not really that old, but when our parents were back in high school, they didn't have the ability to go and text somebody on Snapchat. So social media has become a lot easier to manage and be on and be an active participant in because of how recently all of these updates have came into our lives. And we, the generation, are the first to really know this and get to use this. And we use social media daily. Personally, I know I use all of my, not my platforms, I'm not an influencer, but I use all of my socials very daily. I go on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, I go on Facebook, I go on Twitter. Social media is just a very impactful thing in our everyday lives, and I don't think people know and are aware of everything that it can cause in somebody's lives. A lot of the cons of social media is people compare themselves to others. People can do this by seeing how many likes someone has, seeing how somebody looks. They can see who's following them, what they're posting, what kind of things they like to do. Like people can compare themselves, and then that can cause them to start looking down on themselves, and that can decline their mental health because they don't think that they're good enough, or they don't think that they're pretty enough, or not likable enough. Social media can also lead to people hurting themselves physically and getting hurt emotionally. With all those cons, you just have to make sure you can be safe on social media. You know how to use social media right, because without using social media right, you can it can be a very dangerous tool. It is not always a positive or powerful thing. It can be a very negative thing, and it can really impact you, someone else, your friends, your family. You just never know, and you always need to remember to be kind on social media because you never know what other people are going through. Some people use social media as a hiding, so they can say rude comments at people and not have anybody know who they are because they're hiding behind a screen. I do not believe that this is okay at all, because if you are hiding behind a screen texting somebody, I do not think that is right. Because if you would never say it to their face, then you should never say it out loud on social media for everybody else in the whole world to see it. Currently, social media is global. Everybody in the world, if you're a public account, anybody from anywhere can look up your account, see who you are, see where you go to school. I think that it's very important to be private on social media and not share your everyday lives, just because so many people in the globe have access to it. I could post something in America, and who knows, somebody in Antarctica can see it. Like, you just never know who's gonna see what. But I do believe social media has a lot of pros to it as well. It is a way that people can express themselves freely and show who they truly are, because some people struggle doing that in person. And social media is a way that they can show who they truly are and what they like. And I also think social media is very good because it allows you to make friends. You can make friends from other places. It's a lot easier nowadays to connect with people from other places and other states and other countries, other cities. Just because we all have a phone, we can use social media. On your phone every day, most people go right onto their socials. This is what the socials look like, and they can just click through. You can just go on your TikTok for a morning scroll. It is just so easy to access, but it's also such a good tool to have friends in this phone right away, because if you need something, you can text me. If you need to find something out, you can look stuff up. It is just so nice and easier to access. I think that is a great positive way social media is used, because it's so accessible, it's so reliable, it's always going to be there unless it gets shut down again. But let's hope that doesn't happen. And then another way social media can be very powerful is if you're an influencer. A lot of people nowadays are getting more popular on their platforms, and they can create a living off of those. And I think that's very cool, because imagine being able to travel the world freely. It gives those people so many opportunities. Social media brings a lot of opportunities to so many different people. You can travel, you can go to concerts, you can make brand deals, you can create your own brands. Social media is just a way that people can really show and reflect on who they are and create stuff out of their name and make their own pathway in life. Another way I think social media is very positive and impactful is through the Happiness Project. The Happiness Project is on Instagram and other social medias, but the whole project itself is to spread awareness on the importance of mental health. This project allows teens and any adults and anybody who's on social media to scroll through, see how they can get help, see what that other people are struggling, see that it's not just them. I think that the Happiness Project is so amazing and so cool because it is all over and you can see how many people are joining together and teaming up together to make a project so big and important and normalize that there are people who are struggling with mental health issues and that they need help. And I think it's important to prioritize that and do it in a positive light, like the Happiness Project. They sell clothes, they sell hats, they sell really anything, but they also use it to spread the word in the matter of mental health in teens, especially because they know social media is not very good. But this is a way to use social media right. Social media can impact your life because you do it every day. It is a known fact that it does kill brain cells, but people still accept and do it willingly because they can't imagine their lives without social media. Social media is a very important thing in our everyday lives now because it is so normalized, and that is a way we communicate to everybody who we know. It's the easiest way to communicate now. Thank you guys for listening to my speech. I hope you have a good day.